Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
That's far enough!
You're
finished! This one's mine!
Here I come!
I never miss! Going in!
Airborne beast!
My spec!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Do it! Blind freeze! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein. Something you wanted to say?
Over so soon? All right. There's nowhere to run from my arts.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
You're finished!
Falling storm!
No further!
No escape!
Tiger blade!
Here I come!
This one's mine!
Take this! I'm not done!
Tiger blade!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. Flip it up.
I'm not done!
One more! Tiger blade!
Take this!
You're mine!
Tiger meteor!
You're mine!
Going
It's
in.
over!
Can you take it?
Take this! It's over!
One more!
Elusive nothing.
Tiger, make it rain!
Here I come! Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant...
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it?
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history...
But of course, that treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Let's dispose of the trash. Right here.
Can't get out of this! It's over!
Look sharp.
Sharpen front!
Where's the shot?
Leave the agile one to me.
It's over! We got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
The enemy wields
All yours!
Do it! You'll soon see about that! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Take this! You're finished! You're on!
This
You're
one's
mine!
yours. Make it ready!
We won that by a mile!
Out of our way!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You're mine! It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You're mine!
We turned the tables on him.
There are
Pesky
still more
airborne
left.
scoundrels.
Right!
Sounds like a
time to
job
hold
for
back.
yours truly.
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
Do it!
How fascinating.
More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're
No choice! You're mine! I'll take you all on! Here I come! You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Only getting started.
It's a duel of the arts.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. I'm on guard.
Demon Fang!
I'll face you.
Here I come!
No further.
You're finished!
Igneous discharge.
Resonate with the earth.
Do it.
I'm ready.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Out of my way!
You're mine! You're finished!
Looks like moths to the flame.
It's over!
Tiger Blade.
Ignite!
Back into the fray.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold
This
back!
one's mine.
Here I come!
I'm ready.
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Get lost!
No escape!
This one's mine!
Armor won't save you! You're finished!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Going in!
Take it!
Far enough!
Prepare to be seen, though fleet of
Leave the
foot.
enemy's arcs to
Actually,
me.
that's down
Going in!
before
No place
Less
here!
talking, more
Demon
doing.
Fang!
On guard!
You're mine! Burn in hell!
Going in!
Here I come!
Take it!
It's over!
Lightning!
Going
in!
I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique.
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're finished!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Elusive deity!
Here I come!
This one's mine! Let the marksman handle it!
Deity!
Going in!
It's over!
I never miss! Going in!
With the earth!
Strike!
One more! Do it! Tiger Blade!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep. so popular.
Anything in armor is all mine.
One more! Strike!
Take this!
It's
Tiger
over!
Blade!
Take this! You're finished!
On your knees.
Take this! It's over!
This one's mine.
You got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Burn! All yours!
Elusive deity.
Can you take it? No escape!
Go in your dreams.
Stalagmite.
I'm ready! On your
Double leap! In an instant! Impact clock! We work well together.
like a finely timed waltz.
Here I come!
Elusive deity.
Take
This one's mine.
You're finished! Great!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're finished!
This one's mine.
Take it! You're mine!
Elusive deity.
Take this! You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray.
It's over!
On your knees.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Make it rain.
That's what I like to hear. Choice. You're mine!
I'm gone.
I can carve through
This
armor!
one's mine.
Take it!
Tiger Blade.
Here I come! It's over! You're
This
mine!
one's mine.
Take this!
Take this. Tiger Blade.
On your knees.
Here I come!
Time to shine.
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back.
Great!
Let's see what you've got.
Here I go.
Take this!
Look sharp.
Eat this!
One more.
Elusive deity.
Tiger Blade.
mine.
I can handle it.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Now I can let loose!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Make it right. Like a job for you.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Leave the enemy's art.
No complaints here!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Right, here goes! Take this! You're finished!
I'm gone. Blind and red. Tiger Blade.
Take this!
Elusive deity.
It's over!
Begin.
I'm not done!
Elusive deity.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right, no time to hold back. Take this! You're finished! Mirage!
On your knees.
Take
Time to
this!
shine.
It's over!
You require
Here I come!
Gone.
Wow! Look what I just found.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all that.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another.
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Die. Destruction!
Elusive enjoy. Can you take it?
Steering flame, reload!
You're mine!
Fall.
Demon Fang!
You're going in! Lightning!
Can't get out of this!
Tiger blade!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
I'm out!
Die.
I'm all stuffed
Here
up!
I come!
Falling
It's
storm!
over!
Not in your dreams! It's over!
Thank you.
You're mine! You're finished!
Going in.
Lightning!
You're mine! You're finished!
Air pressure.
Steering flame! Reload!
You're mine!
I'm out of
You're
ammo! I'm all
finished!
stuffed up!
This one's mine!
Take this!
On me.
Here I come!
Anything in order is all mine!
Take
Enjoy.
this!
Flame! Reload!
It's over!
Time to start!
You're mine! Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alfin,
Shion!
thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be...
That's not being frank, that's being
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns...
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Danon to learn proper...
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking...
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that...
Nevertheless, I shall mind... Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper is...
If you say so. How about you, Law? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can.
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are old. Road now!
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your...
Why, thank you, Kisara.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisa.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I
Oh, wow!
Point taken.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim.
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealist. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that I...
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't...
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time, of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. Fine. We're almost ready to leave.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.